Good morning, and welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. Today is January 27th, 2020, and my name is Lysander Xanthus.
And my name is the Kitchen Witch, and I will be the magical voice in the background today.
Welcome. Today we're going to be sharing with you the day's astrology, numerology, and some other information that you can bring into your spiritual practice today.
Oops.
We also will be doing a grounding, healing, and casting a protection around you today. Doing this every day is very important for your not only your energetic well-being, but to actually create improvement in our overall state over time. So we are actually going to start with a grounding now.
Fantastic.
So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, envision yourself inside of a bubble. This is your aura. At the bottom of this bubble, see gently attached a pipe that leads deep into the earth. And for the sake of simplicity, imagine that your bubble is filled with a dark colored energy. We are going to drain this dark color out of us, and I like to exhale as I see it going down. So it's going to be like water lowering its level out of the sphere and out through the bottom of your aura and through the pipe and deep into it. So we're going to do that now. I'm also going to connect with all of you and assist you in releasing this energy. So see that dark color start to lower and drain out. We are releasing all energy that does not belong to us, that is foreign to us. We release all energy that is not serving our highest good. We release all energy that is not serving our spiritual path. We release all attachments, blocks, and other energies that are not serving our goals. We release this energy from every layer of our aura, every chakra, and every part of our body. Continue to see the level lower. And as you see the last of it drain out through the bottom of your bubble, intend or imagine that the drain at the bottom closes and seals like it was never there, and the pipe kind of curling down into the earth away from you and dissolving. And that's it. That is grounding. So thanks for doing that for yourself today. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to be using this singing bowl to kind of stimulate or awaken our energy a little bit so that it is receptive to taking in all the information we are sharing today and taking in the healing and protection that will be shared later on throughout the video. All right.
Admittedly, that's my favorite part of the morning report, is I get that nice singing bowl energy clearing me out to start my day. Because I'm also a foot away from it, so that helps.
I'm sure. Astrology. It is now time for the astrology of the day.
Just a reminder to everyone Today's astrology is based on where the planets are in the universe. This is not a horoscope, but rather an opportunity for you to relate to what's happening in our universe as the planets align and shift around us.
Yes. For those of you who use astrological correspondences in your magic, this is really the information you want, not your horoscope based on the sun sign. Alright, so today the Sun and Mercury are in Aquarius, so there's a strong emphasis on the qualities of Aquarius, which are innovation, a sense of an awareness of community, and sharing oneself with that community, whether it's knowledge, experiences, just your skills, or humor, or personality. And there's also a focus on you as an individual as well. And this also comes into play with influences on how we think, how we express ourselves, and how we communicate with others at this time. So that interaction of individual with greater community, not so much individual to individual, is emphasized.
Mm-hmm.
The moon is in Pisces, so we are feeling a need for depth, for sincerity, for emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And we may be feeling a little more sensitive at this time, not just emotionally, but intuitively.
Mm-hmm.
Your dreams may be more intuitive and or emotionally centric at this time. Venus and Neptune are also in Pisces. So in our love life, similarly, we are seeking depth and sincerity, but we may have to contend with our own fantasies, expectations, illusions, and kind of push through that, what we think the person is or what we want them to be, to actually get to a real connection.
Mm-hmm.
Neptune in Pisces emphasizes moon because it also talks about your intuition rising to consciousness and having that more available to you.
Fantastic.
So Uranus is in Taurus, and so we are being challenged in our comfort zones and in our habits. Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto are in Capricorn, so we are continuing to shed that which is no longer serving us. Our life might be in a bit of turmoil at the moment, but it's all meant to lead us toward our own growth. Mars is in Sagittarius, encouraging us to explore our own possibilities. Now let's look at the aspects.
Fantastic.
So the moon is sextile with Jupiter. So our own connection to our feelings and our intuitions at this time can assist us in creating opportunities for ourselves, being guided by our heart as to encourage us to take charge of our own lives. Jupiter's in Capricorn, so opportunities come to us when we are self-sufficient, when we take the lead. And Venus is conjunct with Neptune, so your intuitions may possibly be especially strong in concerns to your relationships at this time. However, on the other hand, you may be especially prone to that element of fantasy, for better or worse, in your relationships and love life at this time. But it's all right. All right, so that is the astrology for today. And now it is time for the numerology.
Fantastic. Numerology of the day. It is a 9-day, everybody.
So it is a 9-day. The whole world is your family on this 9-day. Go out and make a difference. Donate things you no longer need. Give your time or engage in a random act of kindness. Remember, a smile is contagious. You could start a ripple that changes someone's life today. What I'm sensing intuitively right now is that 9 is a number of endings. So this is a great way to engaging in the greater community and doing something kind for another. It may not seem like it, but this is a way to kind of help you release and close the door on some things that are kind of keeping you back. So really engage in that and open your heart. All right, that's the numerology.
Fantastic. Got a whole lot of love and light going on this morning. Welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here today and sharing your beautiful energy with us.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm really glad you're here.
Right.
I spend every morning with you all, so hopefully I would like being here. And I do. I do.
All right, so what do we have next?
It is now time for our healing of the day. I like to utilize crystals when working with you all. And besides, what's not to like about crystals? The earth is so amazing. It produces all these things that don't look remotely similar to each other. So this crystal for today is red moss agate. So let's get a closer look at it. And I will tell you a little bit about this crystal.
Trying to find a spot where it's nice and clear.
All right, so moss agate may assist you to correct imbalances between the two sides of the brain, and it resonates with a lovely heart-based vibration that most of you will find useful to have in your life. It balances enduring energy and grounding ability that embodies sound metaphysical properties that are known to aid abundance and prosperity and stimulates creativity. The vibration of the stone brings you strength and courage and will help to lessen fear and stress and aid you to attract nature spirits. The red color also adds a nuance of power, vitality, passion. For those of you who work with the chakras, there's a connection to the root and earth chakra. All right, so to participate in this healing, all you need to do is allow yourself to connect with this energy and just be receptive. So I will go ahead and begin. Just enjoying the sound this makes. Seeing a lot of dark energy on the back of the neck that can pertain to not acknowledging or even being aware that there are other points of view to your situation. or being close to the way other people are seeing things. That doesn't mean you have to agree with them or think they're right. It's just sort of the idea of rejecting that they even see things that way at all. Feeling like it's safe to consider other perspectives. Also channeling energy throughout. After grounding and releasing energy, it's good to replenish yourself. This does conclude our crystal healing with moss agate. Just in time for our cat eclipse.
Total eclipse of Irish, everyone.
So I hope you enjoyed red moss agate today. Now, take a few moments to sit in this energy, and if you are preparing for your day, pause for a few seconds to really allow that energy to sink in. Next, we will be moving on to our affirmation for the day.
I'm so excited for our affirmation of the day.
So, this is an original affirmation written by my fiance, the Kitchen Witch. And this affirmation was inspired by red moss agate. So while we're in this energy, let us do this. I'm going to read this to you the first few times so you can hear the words and take them in without focusing on saying them. And then we will say them together as well. I release the energies and thoughts that do not belong to me. I am safe to exist as myself. I am safe. Yeah. Sorry, is that not what's on the screen?
No.
Oh. Sorry.
I'm like, oh no, I wrote my own thing wrong.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's alright. Safety is a good thing to focus on. I release the energies and thoughts that do not belong to me. I am free to exist as myself. I am safe. I release the energies and thoughts that do not belong to me. I am free to exist as myself. I am safe. Now, we are going to say this together 3 times. I release the energies and thoughts that do not belong to me. I am free to exist as myself. I am safe. I release the energies and thoughts that do not belong to me. I am free to exist as myself. I am safe. I release the energies and thoughts that do not belong to me. I am free to exist as myself. I am safe. All right. I invite you to take this affirmation forward with you in the day. So I hope you enjoyed this original affirmation for red moss agate. That concludes our affirmation for today. So thank yourself for engaging in your own healing. Come here. Come here, cat.
Come here, cats. That's not her name.
Oh.
Hashtag more cats, everybody.
Here, come here, love. Come here, love. Oh. Come here, love. Why don't you just sit with me? Oh. have to stay, but it would be nice if you did.
And there she goes. All right.
So
I did misspell exist, by the way. My bad, guys. I wrote this in the middle of the night.
just we're making sure you're paying attention.
Hey, you guys are awake. You know this.
All right, so now it is time for our magic tip of the day.
Woo! What are we talking tips about today? Yeah, that made sense.
So today's tip is that grooming is magic too. So everything you do to groom yourself, from brushing your hair, doing your makeup, grooming your nails, painting your nails, the colors you use, how you dress yourself, whether you're a man or woman, all this can be done with intention. And bringing color magic into your grooming is excellent as well, because in ancient times, one's makeup and nail polish or nail color served a purpose, mostly protection from ill will or evil spirits. So painting one's nails black with a pigment back in the day, or lining your eyes with coal, was a means of protecting yourself. So obviously you can apply this to any color. Your hands receive and put out energy, so color on your nails is great, especially on your feet, your toenails. Our feet represent the path we walk through life and how we move through life. So your feet, painting your toenails with intention is a great way to bring good fortune into your path, or to protect the path that you are walking, and so on. Brushing your hair can be a magical act, and really you can put any intention into it, not even necessarily something related to your hair at all.
Absolutely. Other things that can be very influential are if you're into things like henna or body art of any kind.
Can we see some of your henna?
If you're into henna
artwork
or body art of any kind, tattoos, piercings, things like that, keep in mind that there are spiritual connections to all these things. This is one of my two larger henna pieces right now. It says, fight, defend, trust, believe, and love. And it's an intuitive design based on creating direction for myself. So that's why it's kind of pointing forward.
And she has the black nails as described.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Of course, grooming extends to how one dresses oneself and the jewelry you wear. Of course, you could wear jewelry with crystals on it, or that you have laced with intention, as well as your clothes. Pink is a color associated to friendship, emotional nourishment, and joy.
Absolutely.
It's a color of which I'm very fond. So you can dress either to influence your day and circumstances, or you could wear it to influence yourself. Pink is a color I'm attracted to because it is healing for my own heart. So it's mostly directed at myself.
Here, just so you guys can see what this looks like normally. My makeup tends to be black, and I wear a lot of black. And my jewelry usually consists of, I'm not wearing my rings, but my opal and amethyst rings, my fire agate, and my quartz crystal.
I have sapphire and amber.
And I wear black.
And yes, we both have heavy eye makeup. This is an aesthetic choice, but having dark makeup around your eye does protect your eyes and your vision from like evil eye and any negative energy or affliction that would affect your perception of the world, how you see things, which includes things like pessimism or depression or feeling like everyone's out to get you. So protecting you from falling into these kinds of mindsets if you let it. So there's an extremely broad application when it comes to grooming and magic. It's something we all do every day, or ought to do. If you do groom every day, it will boost your spirits if you let it. So
absolutely.
And that doesn't even talk about like showering and bathing is a magical act as well. So the entire process of tending to your appearance
is magic,
and adorning yourself
is magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like I tend to be the business person in this situation, so I like to wear black because it keeps me focused. It's a very focusing color. It's a very powerful color. It keeps me grounded.
I'm thinking this because she's put on her glasses. You can enchant your glasses.
Oh, yes.
Or your contacts, even. Yes. So don't be limited. Just, everything. Everything you interact with or put on.
It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to do magic. Everything's an opportunity to do magic.
So it could be literal, like glamours to improve the way people perceive your appearance. Your literal appearance doesn't change. Just the way people perceive your appearance and attractiveness changes. Or anything like money, fortune, love, healing, growth, psychic ability, protection.
All right.
Whatever. All right. So that's the magic tip for today.
Boom.
Yeah. So next is the card reading for today.
Woohoo! Let's see those cards, everybody.
So I'd love to hear from all of you if you practice divination, what your favorite method is, and if you use tarot cards, what your favorite deck is. Just pick one.
Just pick one.
Just pick one. The decks I use every day on the show are two of my favorites. I'm only going to list two because they're the ones that you guys see every day. So this is the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. So it's an Oracle deck technically by John Holland. And this is the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot by artist Nicoletta Ciccoli. My other favorite tarot is the Mary L. I don't remember the author off the top of my head. Anyway, I'm going to be choosing a deck to use with you guys today.
Ciccoli.
So today's reading comes to you from the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot with my really beat up booklet, so you can get an idea of the spelling. Alright, so this reading is for all of you collectively, giving you advice and insight into the day ahead. So the whole reading may resonate for you, or just parts of it may. Let's see what the cards have to say to us today. All right, so we have three cards, and let's take a look at those. Sorry, not sure why it's so hard to say words.
All right, sorry, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to catch up with everybody. You asked them a question, so I have to keep track of everything, and there's a cat between me and the keyboard, so it's complicating things. So here. We have those. All right.
Well, thank you for sharing, everyone. I'm sure we'll hear about it after the reading. So I'd like to tell you about the cards, and then we'll catch up with what you all shared. So that's actually the third card.
Oh, you handed them to me in that order.
Sorry.
I'm not a mind reader. You gotta tell me these things.
So that is Strength.
Okay, just making sure that was the first one.
Alright. These cards aren't actually labeled, they just have the numerical values for the major arcana. So yes, this is Strength. And this card talks about good conquering evil. And not compromising with evil, not compromising on your stance, being firm, being strong, and knowing that you will triumph. Even if it takes a while, knowing that you are in the right and proceeding thusly. All right, next card, please.
Maybe next time ask the question after the reading.
Oh. Sorry. All right, this is the Magician. This card points that you have the power needed to create changes in your world. Regardless of if you've kept your power caged away or behind a mask, it is there, and you can only keep hiding it from yourself for so long. You can only keep hiding who you really are from the world and those around you for so long. You have it in you to be the conqueror, like shown in the first card. Thank you, love.
Mm-hmm.
I believe this is the Five of Cups.
It is.
This card talks about how you thought something or someone would make you happy, but ultimately it's turned out to be a disappointment. And it urges you to not try to force things if they're never going to work out, and the heavy implication is that it's not going to. So if I feel as though you keep making compromises with evil or with whatever the other elements in the situation are, going against your own integrity, that's what's meant by evil, going against your own truth. Trying to make things work, to force things to create, what's it called? Going along to get along, and that you can't keep doing that. So that is today's reading. If you would like to explore what came up for you in this reading more deeply, please check out my page and my website to book. I thought 5 things at once, so sometimes I have to really focus on what I was saying. All right, so summary of our responses.
So you had asked what everyone's favorite decks are. Of course, you sent poor Sandy into a tailspin because she's got like a million.
One.
Oh no, she melted. I think we lost her for a minute, and then she came back and she listed like 9. So that's probably the best she could do, though, to be honest. So apparently her top 3 are the Morgan Greer, the Trippin' Wait, and the Everyday Witch. Iris said hers is the Illustrated Herbiary Oracle.
Oh, that sounds very unique.
I've seen it once. Gorgeous cards, absolutely, and they seem very suited to her.
Ulterior motives for asking.
I see.
That sounds cool.
So yes, most of our responses were Sandy melting down and telling us about 100 decks. So she also said the Gilded Tarot, Psychic Tarot for the Heart, Chakra Wisdom Oracle, Sacred Traveler, Tao Oracle. There's just too many. So mostly that was me trying to see which one she actually wanted me to talk about. So I'm just going to list them all. It's cool. Let me check. Yep. So those are our responses as now.
So love, what's your favorite tarot deck?
My favorite tarot deck, and you guys will never find this in a million years. Good luck.
No, you won't. This is
called Londa Tarot, and this went out of print 20 years ago. And it basically is a vampire hair metal deck from the 80s. It is my favorite deck. It has it's like a Mean Girls kind of attitude. She does not.
The spirit of the author speaks through this deck.
This deck is love. She is so real. Look at this deck. Look at this deck, guys. Metal. It's like 80s hair metal, which is one of my favorite things in the world to listen to. It is the most amazing deck. I am so in love with it. Just to give you guys an idea, this is my favorite deck right here. And yeah, no, I could talk to her all day. I don't even need to have questions. We just chat. The spirit of this deck is very, very strong and very, very opinionated.
Wise, but gossipy. Out of print decks, man. They're expensive.
Yeah, I have 3 at this point, so.
Alright, so.
Sandy kept going. There's more and more and more and more and more and more and more.
I think I'll dedicate this to a tip later on, but probably none of you have ever heard of this, which is probably a good thing. But there's something called trimming, and all I have to say is don't do it. Do not
trim your decks.
What that means, so this deck, for example, if someone trimmed it, that means they cut the whole white part off. So it's just the image and the back. So it's something people do to their cards sometimes, and don't
trim your decks. Don't trim your decks.
If you want to continue enjoying them as a useful tool, don't.
Yeah, it can be very, very damaging. Hide that for a minute. It can be very, very damaging to the spirit of the deck to cut into it like that. So, yeah.
The way it came is the way it came. If it was printed without borders, that's fine, but don't cut them off. All right, so now we're going to be moving into our question of the day.
Yes, question of the day, everybody. This is my favorite part of the day. The question of the day, going along with our numerology, as always, is: how do you embody the future you wish to manifest? It is a 9-day, and we talked a little bit about giving to the world and how the world is giving back to you, and that was part of the numerology today. So my question is, how do you embody the future you wish to manifest? Lysander, how do you embody the future you wish to manifest?
For some reason, what came to mind is like my personal future, like the future of the world. I don't know why I thought of that. Maybe it's just all the emphasis on Aquarius, which focuses on the big picture.
I meant it more as like you, but
our personal future.
Your personal future. How do you embody the personal future you wish to manifest? Law of attraction here. What do you do to attract your future?
Well, I think about how it is I want to be and what it means to be that person. Because a lot of things like increasing one's income or being in a loving relationship or achieving certain goals and who you would be at that point, there's some differences between you now and that person. Mm-hmm. So I kind of think about being in that headspace and what emotional or mental changes need to happen and focus on living as that person. And I do see results, and that's what works for me. I put it like embodying your best self in the present.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's see. Iris says, I try to ask myself what my higher self would handle or respond to a situation. That's interesting. Being able to like connect with yourself and say, okay, if I was my higher self, how would I handle things? Kind of gives you that like insight as you go throughout your life. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Anthony says to embody the moment of time. So to be in that moment, I think, is where he's going with that. We do have a comment from our Dragon Master who is slowly going to start creeping his way into our stream.
Oh.
So the Dragon Master says, and of course our Dragon Master is our...
Can we refer to him by name? Is that okay?
Yeah, his name is Alex.
Hi, Alex.
And he is going to be joining the morning report soon-ish. But he says that he embodies the future he wishes to manifest by being the type of person that he wants to see in the world and doing as much as he can to live by the higher standards that he wishes for everyone else and himself.
Well, that's great.
Which is pretty awesome. All right, let's see what everybody else has to say.
Yeah, would love to hear from you all.
Sandy says, set intentions, check my thoughts, stay awake, stay open. That's excellent. Absolutely. All right, let's check over here. All right. Well, we got to give everybody a minute. I haven't answered it yet. How do I embody the future I wish to manifest? I would say the most prominent thing is choosing to wake up every morning with a smile. I like to start every day by being positive, self-assured, and self-focused. My future me is going to be a leader of the world, so if I can't keep myself motivated, how am I going to help anyone else? Right? So that's how I choose to embody the future I wish to manifest for myself. Let's give everybody a moment to add in if there's anyone else. I think we're probably good. All right. If any of you continue to comment, we will read all of the comments, so please feel free to keep talking. But we are going to move into our announcements. We do have one big announcement today.
Yes.
We are doing a live stream. I know we do a lot of live streams, but this is an extra special live stream, and I hope you will all be there for it. Here's a little ta-da!
Yes, so today I am going to be talking about the topic, which is your ability should not be running your life. So I know that many of you are blessed with special gifts, and out there seems to be this kind of just acceptance of the fact that being psychic or having other gifts equals suffering or difficulty, or it getting in the way of living your life with a kind of flow and ease. So I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about what I can do for you and help you discover your power and take back control. There's no reason why you can't enjoy your awesome divine gifts to benefit yourself, enrich your life, as well as to help the people that you serve each day, because I know many of you are using your gifts to help others. So I want to share that with you, and I'm going to share with you an exercise that helped me when I was starting.
All right, awesome. Everybody be there. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be there too, but I usually am. All right.
Well, if you enjoyed watching the Morning Metaphysical Report today, then please like, follow, or subscribe to my Pager channel or the MMR Pager channel. On screen are our wonderful patrons. Thank you so much for your support. If you would like to become a patron of the Morning Metaphysical Report, please visit our website, patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report. That's our link. You can read about us, our goals, and how you can contribute and become part of our community. And you receive some special perks in return for your support. So thank you for supporting this, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Due to your support, the Morning Report will continue to expand and get more awesome with time. Including inviting our Dragon Master to come show you how to do spiritual fitness. So, yes, unfortunately, we're going to have someone pestering you to lift weights, but it's going to be awesome. Physical strength is mental strength and spiritual strength. So, we're all about the holistic image here.
We're gonna show everybody the live stream information one more time, because I had several people ask for that information again.
So, here.
It will be today at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Yes.
So
I want to share with you how you can start getting back into control.
That's right. So there it is. One more time, everybody. Because I had like 10 people be like, wait. I need that info again. So there it is. All right. I gave you a good minute to look at it.
If you are following my page, Lysander Xanthus Clairvoyant Psychic, you will be notified hopefully. We know how Facebook is.
We know how Facebook is.
When I go live.
Absolutely.
We do a warning post.
There will be a warning post.
Kind of giving a heads up of, hey, we're going to go live in 10 minutes, so watch out for that as well.
All right, everybody. It was a blessing, as always, to have you here with us today.
Oh, hold on.
Huh?
Wait, that's not it.
What?
I didn't do the protection and such. Remember, we do announcements
sorry,
and then...
Sorry.
So...
All right, everybody.
Don't cut. Don't...
I'm not doing anything. Protection spell, everybody. Sorry.
So before we go, we like to do announcements first, so we can kind of close on this note instead. I'm going to cast a protection for all of you. Psychic shielding is something important to do every day, so you're not picking up any additional negativity and attachment, so your grounding and cleansing and healing goes further. So you don't need to do anything special, just accept this for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, and finally, I'd like to set an intention for our day. You can set one for yourself now or accept my intention for you. This is also an important practice because we are engaging, manifesting, and creating our own reality just through this simple act. We are all part of the one source, regardless of all the myriad and fantastical ways it manifests. We are all part of it. Therefore, anything that is of it is of us as well. And with this in mind, we acknowledge and we declare that today brings us prosperity. Today brings us a sense of connectedness to the greater tapestry of existence. Today brings us love. Today opens our heart so that we are better able to engage in the flow, receiving and giving love, abundance, prosperity, that sweet golden energy that sweeps in and lights us up. And we are grateful. Thank you. And so it is.
And so it is.
So thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Love
Have a
and
wonderful
light,
day.
everyone. Have a beautiful day.